Hi all.
Hello.
We are here to let you know we're going to do our very first webinar on Tromplo.
It's webinar time, and our first one will be on
Flowcharts.
Best tool ever. I think one of the better things we've ever done to our own training is to start plotting it out moment to moment in a flowchart.
Yes. Getting to know what to do when, who does what when, and just seeing those decision points. It's crucial.
And for me, a flowchart, it gives me an overview of my training session. It's like I flowchart sometimes before I do a session, sometimes I flowchart after I did something, just to sort of tease out how was I thinking really. If I'm talking to you and you tell me something about a training session, I often plot it out in a flowchart to sort of better understand what was it really that you were doing, and I can ask better questions if I see it in a flowchart.
Yes.
We use it for everything.
Yeah.
Should we provide like a very brief beginning of an example, you think?
Yeah, please do. Let's take a common one and an easy one, like starting a training session from a station, perhaps.
So yeah, what might that look like? Okay, whiteboard. So when you start a training session, what does that look like for you?
I put down my station and my dog goes to be on the station.
Mat put down on floor. And when you put the mat down, you end up with the dog going to the station.
Yes.
And at the current level with your own dogs, they go to the mat. Do they do something when they get there, or do you do something?
That depends. They'll choose a position, and they can choose whatever, stand, sit, lie down. And I might go there to reinforce them there. I might give them a cue to get off the station and come to me to start the training session or to play. So that's an it depends question.
So either treat to dog or
cue off.
Cue off station. So you're checking that the dog is sitting or lying and standing. What's the criteria? Is it be still?
Still.
Still. So when they are still, if they are still, you either give a treat to the dog or cue off station. This is just the beginning. We could continue on this flowchart and tease out what are your criteria, how do you make your decisions, what do you do if something goes wrong. Let's not do that now. Let's save that to the
for the actual webinar. And in the webinar, we will show you different examples. We're going to talk to you more in depth about how we use the flowcharts and for different purposes of flowcharts. We might even borrow some people's examples of flowcharts, because right now we're seeing flowcharts everywhere.
Happy about that. Okay, so come join us, webinar flowcharts.
See you soon.